It's brand new way, what you waiting for? Get up, step out, get on the floor. Hot dog, hot dog, hot diggity dog. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hot dog, hot diggity dog. It's a brand new way, what you waiting for? Get up, stretch out, get on the floor. Hot dog, hot diggity dog. Hot dog, hot diggity dog. It's a brand new way, what you waiting for? Get up, stretch out. Step on the floor. Hot dog, hot diggity dog. Hot dog, hot diggity dog. Anyway, what you waiting for? Get up, stretch out, get on the floor. Hot dog, hot diggity dog. Hot dog, hot diggity dog. Anyway, what you waiting for? Get up, stretch out, get on the floor. Hot dog, hot diggity dog. Hot dog, hot diggity dog. It's a brand new way, what you waiting for? Get up, stretch out, get on the floor. Hot dog, hot diggity dog. Hot dog, diggity dog. It's a brand new way, what you waiting for? Get up, stretch out, get on the floor. What? I'm just trying to hot dog, hot dog.
Hi Luke, this is Agent Lee calling from the Colorado Bureau of Investigation. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Hey, I'm just down here in Frederick helping with the missing person case.
Okay.
And I was just wondering if I could ask you some questions about Chris.
Yeah, let me, give me like 2 seconds so I can get pulled over on the side of the road.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. Okay, perfect. So Luke, so are you Chris's supervisor, or what is your title?
Yeah, I'm his direct supervisor, yeah.
Direct supervisor, okay. And what is your title?
I'm a production foreman.
Production foreman, okay. And how long has Chris worked for you?
Since, would have been April of 2016. Was when I first came back over to this group, and he was already in the group.
Okay. And so right now we're kind of trying to scour his cell phone and GPS records from his truck.
Okay.
Can you kind of explain to me, like Monday morning, where would he go to his job site?
So first thing Monday we had planned on working out by Rogan, which is, I don't know if you're familiar with it or not, but
yeah.
It's east of Brighton, about 30 miles or so.
Okay.
And we had a couple wells over there that we were trying to get running, and he was headed straight out there.
Okay. Did he ever show up there?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know about what time he got there?
Off the top of my head, without looking at his GPS, no, I don't.
Okay. So he shows that about 6:53 he arrived at an address near Keensburg. Would that be close by?
Yeah. Yeah,
okay.
That would be probably 10-15 minutes away right there.
Okay. And then how long were you guys there?
So I was not out on location.
Okay.
My guys work, for the most part, they're not supervised directly. If they have problems, they call me, but they're self-sufficient, so.
Okay.
My understanding is he was out there pretty much all day on what's called the Survey Ranch.
Survey, is that what you said?
Yeah, it's CERVI.
Survey Ranch, okay.
We have several wells out there, and him and a few of my other guys were out there pretty much all day with him.
Okay.
Until he left to go home. He called me to let me know that Shannon couldn't get a hold of her.
Okay. And then can you tell me how your GPS works? Like, is it when you start your car or when the car moves, or what triggers that?
So both. So when the ignition is basically when the key's turned on, the GPS is on. So whenever the vehicle is started, I mean, it records stops and starts and how long the trip was, how long they drove, those sorts of things.
Okay. And then can you kind of explain to me the conversation that he had, I believe, with you on the 7th about maybe splitting up from his wife, or...
Yeah, so, well, and he didn't say necessarily that they were going to be split, and he just told me that they were having some issues that they were trying to work out. He did notify me that if I saw anything goofy on his geotab, which is his GPS, that it may be because he was going to be staying with a friend.
Okay, did he give you any indication who that friend would be?
He did not.
Okay, how close are you to Chris?
I mean, he's one of 13 guys that I have working for me.
Okay.
But like I said earlier, we've been working together for a little over 2 years, so...
Like, are you guys going to barbecues on the weekends, or like concerts,
no.
or... Okay.
It's strictly work.
Strictly work, okay. Who would you say he's the closest to at work?
Probably Troy McCoy.
Okay.
That's in my group. He's another one of the guys that works for me.
Okay.
But I would say he is probably closest with Troy.
Okay. Were you aware that he went to a Rockies game on Sunday?
I was not.
Okay. Do you have any idea if, like, he has, like, a girlfriend, or if he thought his wife had a boyfriend, or anything like that?
He never indicated or said anything to me that made me think that. He never came out and said one way for him or his wife.
Okay. And did he ever go into any details at any time about what kind of troubles that they had?
No, and it's one of those deals, being that it was at work, that's personal.
Sure.
If it's going to affect him at work, then I would like to know about it, but I didn't pry on anything. I wasn't going to dig into his personal life or anything.
Okay. Do you know, as far as, like, his work truck, now, can he drive that, like, on the weekends and when he's not working, or is that pretty much to be driven while he's working?
Yeah, it's just for work.
Just for work, okay.
Yeah. And he does work an occasional weekend, not as much anymore, but he does, on occasion, he will come out on the weekend to work.
Okay.
So he would be driving it then, but...
And as far as, like, if there's, like, addresses on his GPS that don't look like they're, like, cell site, or well sites, could he take his truck to, like, pick up dinner before he got home, or, run an errand?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, so long as they're not driving 30, 40 miles out of their way to go somewhere, I kind of, life happens. We got families to take care of, so if they need to run errands on their way home, I have no problem at all with that.
Okay. What about... Sorry, go ahead.
That's kind of our company policy. There's nothing really set in stone on that, but it's just, hey, you don't use your pickup for anything but work, but, if you got to swing by a kid's ball game or get groceries or dinner on the way home, go ahead.
Okay. And as far as having other people in his truck, is there a rule against that?
If they're Anadarko employees or embedded contractors within the company, no. We don't generally let, we're not the military or law enforcement, but I don't know what other word to use. We don't generally let civilians to ride along with them in the vehicles.
So could he go pick up his kids from school, like by policy, or?
If he needed to, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you know, are you aware if his wife or kids have ever been in his truck?
Not to my knowledge, no. He's never said anything to me anyway.
Okay. And do you know what he drives when he's not at work?
I do not know.
Okay. Do you have any idea about his financial situation?
No, I do not.
Okay. Has he ever talked about his wife?
A little bit. More oftentimes than not. He has daughters and I have daughters, so we talk about kids more than we talk about wives. But
Okay.
I know both of his kids have been pretty sick over the past couple of years, so he would talk a little bit about the stress that puts on him and his wife especially, but
Okay.
never really got into any detail or anything like that.
Did he tell you that his wife was pregnant?
Yes.
Okay. And how did he act when he told you that?
He wanted me to kind of keep it secret for a little while because he hadn't told hardly anybody yet. I don't know that he actually even told his family yet, but when he talked to me about it, he was pretty excited.
Okay. And on the 7th or whenever that was, that he talked about having some issues with his wife and maybe going to stay somewhere else, has he ever talked prior to that about having issues with his wife?
No.
Has anyone else at work talked about it?
If they have, they've never talked to me about it.
Okay. Did you have any suspicion that maybe he was having some issues?
Not until he actually came to me, closed the door, and said, and told me that first time.
Okay. And where did you start seeing his GPS being logged after he said that?
So per our discussion, I told him if you're going to go somewhere, just shoot me a text or give me a call, let me know. That way I know to look for it, because I don't check those guys' GPS every day.
Okay.
So until today, I had not pulled up his GPS.
Had he ever sent you a text saying he was staying somewhere else besides his house?
No.
Okay. Were you aware that his wife was on a trip?
Yeah, he told me that she was going out of state. I can't remember the dates on it, but...
Okay, is that why he asked for time off of work, or?
I'm assuming so, yeah.
Okay. Do you know, who he's close to outside of work?
I don't.
Okay. And when he's at work, does he has a personal phone and a work phone, it looks like. Does he usually have both of them with him, have you seen, or do you know?
I don't know. A lot of my guys do that, and they will carry both of them at work, but to say that, yeah, I know he carried them both at work, I can't say that.
Okay. Have you had any, disciplinary issues with him, or?
No, other than he's a little quiet and reserved, so sometimes I gotta pry conversation out of him.
Okay.
But no, he has been nothing but a good employee.
Okay. Have you ever seen him lose his temper or anything?
No.
Okay. Do you have any concerns about him?
I don't. Other than, just being concerned that for what he's going through right now.
Okay.
But I mean, I have never seen or heard anything that would make me concerned about Chris.
Okay. Have you talked to him since all of this has happened?
Yeah, so I talked to him last night and then again this morning.
Okay.
Well, I guess it was this afternoon.
Okay. And how did he seem when you talked to him?
Chris is somewhat of an introvert. He does not like the attention. He wanted to come back to work We made the call not to let him, just because we work in an inherently dangerous business, and for his safety as well as the safety of those around him, I just was like, if your head's not completely in the game, I can't have you here.
Right.
So we kind of came up with a game plan to get him to come back to work tomorrow, and our HR department said they weren't comfortable with that decision, so we're going to give him a couple days off.
Okay. Does he have any theories about where his wife and kids could be?
No, I mean, from the way he described it to me, he said, Luke, it's like something out of a freaking movie or a TV show. He said all of her stuff is still at the house. The kids' stuff is still at the house. It's just like she disappeared.
Okay. What exactly did he tell you about what happened?
Originally yesterday, he called me. I believe he was already on his way home at that point, but he called me and just said, hey, listen, I can't get a hold of my wife. None of her friends can get a hold of her. I gotta go home and see what's going on. I just, at that point, told him, okay, no big deal. Just let me know if there's anything you need, or, if you need to take a day off, whatever you need, just let me know. My philosophy with my guys is that family comes first, and I try and always implement that with them, so he knew that, but I didn't hear anything back from him until I texted him last night. I would say probably 9-ish, just to ask him, hey, any update, just making sure everything was okay. He called me back immediately and just was like, they're still gone. The police came and searched my house. They had a warrant. They searched the vehicles. And he even talked about coming into work today, and fortunately he decided not to do that, just because he didn't get much sleep last night. But that's, like I said, that's when he told me. He said it's like something out of a movie. He said she's just gone. Her purse is here, her ID's here, her car is here, the keys are here, the kids' medicine is still here. She's just disappeared.
Okay.
And then when I talked to him today, that was our conversation last night. When I talked to him today, he's, like I said, he's a bit of an introvert. He's tired. He doesn't want to talk to any more media. He was kind of looking to, hey, can I come back to work to get a break from this? And like I say, that's where our HR decided not to let that happen.
Okay. Luke, I think I'm getting pulled away to do something else, so can I call you back later if I have some more questions?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I appreciate it very much.
You bet.
Thank you, bye.